Alright, so I don't get why Arthur was surprised that Galen was killed by Escanor. Like, didn't you just see him wipe out 2 commandments during the festival? Fucking dumbass. What's up? This is Tehondi Reviews. This is chapter 174 of 7 Deadly Sins. Let's get into it. So this chapter was very fast paced and extremely action packed, but we do get some nice details as well. So we find out that Bond didn't kill Maricela, which is the reason why Elaine still hasn't disappeared. And I get the most shocking part of this is Bond probably thought he had more time to smash, but I mean, you good though, because I mean, come on, they not about to die anytime soon. What y'all gonna do? And dude, I haven't seen her in so long, I don't remember her being that ugly. Like seriously, but I guess it's not as ugly as Meliodas' situation. Well, okay, maybe a little bit, because she's pretty fucking ugly. So when this chapter first started off, I thought Zeldris would be no match for Meliodas. Like, he looks like Meliodas' little brother to me, but he sliced off his arm the moment he moved it, and I'm like, oh shit. We almost forgot that Meliodas just used up all of his energy for the most part fighting Gloxinia and Dola. And we can tell now that Greylord is probably one of the strongest of the 10 Commandments. And I also kind of found it funny that Greylord is literally 1 letter away from Gaylord, but it kind of makes sense because that move he fucking did was fucking like, damn, can you let a brother live? He let him go see his girl? Jeez. So the power that Greylord uses is called Chains of Accursed Resentment, which pretty much binds a person to a specific location. They can't escape it. And kind of like what I said last chapter, there's no escape from Meliodas. Even if he didn't use this, they could easily just catch up to him, and he can't get anybody else involved because he doesn't want to put them in harm's way. So I keep thinking I'm saying his name wrong because it sounds hella ghetto, but it kind of makes sense with her power. We finally get to see Dariri in action, and Monspirit explains pretty much that each swing that she makes gets an extra 200,000 pounds of force if she's able to accurately hit them. Basically saying that her power is punchies! And that you shouldn't fuck with Dariri because she can smack up a bitch for real. And I didn't really get what Monspiet did. It kind of looked like his move started off like Rock Lee's Flying Lotus, and I guess in midair, like he just sets Meliodas' body ablaze. And it was so weird seeing Monspiet get his throat fucked up because Meliodas was the only one putting his mouth to use. Even though Dariri broke Meliodas' arms, that's not going to stop Meliodas from doing what he has to do to defeat the 10 Commandments. Because he knows once they defeat him, they're just going to go after all his friends, and that's going to be a slaughter fest. And in the last chapter, I said Meliodas is going to have to go full demon form to really be able to get out of this situation, but we learned that he depleted most of his energy when fighting Dola and Gloxinia before. So I really only see 2 ways for him to get out of this. Either he's just bluffing and he does have the energy to go full demon form again, or Elizabeth is going to come in and save him. I just can't see Elizabeth just standing there and watching Meliodas get beat up for too long. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the whole crew came in to fight with Meliodas, and I feel like that's what's really going to give Meliodas the power to overcome them. But once again, this is all 9 of the 10 Commandments left, so how is that going to be enough to get him out of that situation? And if everybody jumps in, he can't protect everybody at once. We get a lot of character development for the 10 Commandments this chapter, and I can get how people can think of this chapter as a reminder that these 9 commandments are on God tier level and they just can't be fucked with. But I kind of saw it the other way, because the fact that Meliodas, even with his arms broken and just a sword in his mouth, is able to stand up and fight against these 10 Commandments, or 9, I keep saying 10, Galen's dead, rest in peace. The fact that he's able to still fight against them shows that they can really be defeated if you're powerful enough. And I really am starting to realize that the other sins could probably defeat some of these commandments if they just get another power up. I want to say there was character development from Meliodas as well, but I think we were already aware that Meliodas is going to do whatever it takes to protect his friends. I'm a huge fan of action chapters, and we did get a lot of nice revelations as well, so I'll give it a 9 out of 10, man. But let me know what you think. I'm extremely hyped for next chapter. It seems like these chapters don't come out week by week. It can come out shorter than that, so I'm pretty excited. So the only person we haven't seen fight for the 10 Commandments yet is Estarossa, man. So let me know what you think. Do you think he's the leader? What do you think his power is? To me, because since he's the only one who hasn't fought yet, it really gives off the assumption that he's probably the strongest and doesn't feel the need to fight yet. And do you think that Elizabeth is going to come in and save Meliodas or the whole team? Or do you think that he's going to go full demon form and be able to wipe the floor with at least enough for them to be able to get out of this situation. And if he was to defeat any of them, it would have to be Greylord, because that's the person who has him bound to that location. But I honestly think Greylord is probably one of the strongest of the 9 commandments left, so I don't see him being able to defeat him that easily. But yep, that's all I got for this chapter. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff, man. I do have a 10 commandments ranking video on the way, and I also am working on a Meliodas versus Naruto deathmatch video, so I hope you stay tuned for that as well. This your boy Tehondi. I'll talk to you later.